computer? Okay, so we're going to show you how to do a wheel trade. So I need to share my screen, share. Okay. And we're going to bar chart. Okay, so we're in bar chart and I typed in IONQ and I spelled it wrong. There we go, IONQ. And then we're going to go out to the next monthly date. 7/17 is only next week, so that's not far enough. So I'm going to go out to 8/21 and I type show all. Oftentimes it's a default view. Hit show all. Now I want to find where I have at least 80% profit probability, 80%. And then I go over 2 lines to the left. Is my return at least 1 to 3%? It is. It's 5.5. I like that.
No.
And then we look at open interest. This is how many people are buying, you know, how many people are interested in this date at that price. It's over 1,000. So we like it. Like this one all the way up top, there's only 145 people. If it's that small, then it's hard to get your trade to close. So I look for my open interest. Again, I started with at least 80% out of the market. My return is over 1%. Do I have an open interest of at least 1,000, which I do? I like it. So I'm going to say 35 strike price.
So what are you risking for that, Audrey? Like if you would get assigned it, what are you going to have to pay? Where do you find that number?
So if I buy the 3,500 or sell, I should say, then I am risking $3,500 worth of stock. And then I would get assigned that stock at $35 times 100, right? Because there's 100 in each contract. So if I do one contract, it's $3,500. And I'll show you that in a minute. So we have 35 on 8/21. So I'm going to go over to my Thinkorswim. I'm on the trade page and I'm going to 8/21. And what did we say we were looking for? 35 strike price, right?
Right.
So 35 is over here. And everyone does this differently. And I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way. Some people, when they're selling, click on the bid, right? Some people, I never remember is bid, sell, or buy. And so I just put my cursor here. I right click and I say sell because we're selling cash secured puts, single. And I change this to 1. So for August,
single was vertical.
say again.
You said single, but did you click vertical?
No.
Nope, it says single right here. See it, Eugene?
Okay. Because it looked like the way the arrow went, I never
Yeah.
saw single showed up, so I was just making sure.
So this is one of those when we're selling a cash secured put, we want it to be red, right? Red means we're selling. So I'm selling it at $1.78. And since there's 100 in a contract, I will bring in $178. And what I am risking is the strike price, $3,500 if I get assigned the stock. So if we hit confirm and send, you'll see I'm making $178. My max loss is $33.22. And what that is that $3,500, right? I said it's at 35 and you get 100 shares. So that's $3,500 minus the 178 because I've already made 178 in premium. So if I hit send on this, which this is paper. Yeah, so we'll send it. And it picked it up actually at $1.84. So I made $184. So I made $184. And oh, I forgot. Okay, I screwed up. There's one step. Sherry, you didn't remind me. So what you're trying, but you can't. So I wouldn't shut up. Sell. Okay, sell a single. And then I make this one. And then right down
There you
here,
go.
you're supposed to slide this over as high as it'll go. This is the mid price. And then you hit, that'll get you more money. And then you hit confirm and send. That's it. Now I have this trade on, it expires on August 21st. And if it expires and the strike price is over 35, was it?
Yes.
Then I get to keep that premium. And that's it.
And like in the other, would you go back to the charts then and set up an alert thing, or does this automatically let you know?
So then what happens is if you're in the program, let's see here, we go back to our tracker here. And I would go into my paper trading and add transaction type. Well, this is screwed up, it looks like. So this is not accurate.
It's a paper trade though. They don't do paper trades.
Here we go. I'm not in
Faithful.
Faithful. I'm in the old
Oh,
one because I don't
okay.
want, I don't want to share Faithful just because of the NDA. So here I
Gotcha.
hit new trade, record new trade, and I was in IONQ. I have one contract. The strike price was 35, did we say?
Yes.
Yes.
And I think I made 184 bucks.
Yep.
Date open was today. We expire on 08,
21.
21.
21, 26. Okay, and create trade. That's a paper trade. So now it is here, my IONQ. And what will happen is this starts to track it. It's not, oh, here we go. So right now I'm already at a 3.3% negative, but that doesn't mean anything. Even if this is negative all the way until the day your thing expires, if the stock price is higher than the put price, it's going to expire out of the money and you're going to make that money. So we don't even really watch this. All I really watch for is once it gets to 80, I take the profit.
Right.
That's it.
So you don't even have to put alerts because you guys have this system. So if we weren't in there, Eugene, we'd have to go put alerts for ourselves.
Well, okay, so here to that point,
Mhm.
I'm going to pull back up my Thinkorswim. Okay, I'm on my monitor tab. Okay. And so right down here are the trades I have. Hold on, I got to move your head. Okay. So right here, I see my IONQ trade. And it shows me right here, my P&L percent is 3.26%. Once that hits 80%, I close it. So even if you don't have that app that tells you you're at 80%, it's
Mhm.
on TOS.
So you're
So
saying
how
that
do you-
would actually increase to where it would say 80% whatever profit and loss?
Yep.
Correct.
So, and how do you close these out, Audrey?
So to close it out, just like we normally do, see on my IONQ, I go over to the sandwich. Do you see where I'm at?
I don't. Move your cursor again. Okay,
Okay,
now
hold on.
show me.
Okay, so I'm on the bottom of here, my IONQ. So this
Uh-huh.
will open it up. Here's the
Right.
trade I just took.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the end of that row and there's the hamburger. I
Right.
click on the hamburger, create closing order,
Hmm.
and it says buy it at $1.86. And I sold it at $1.84. So that would be a losing trade. Right?
Okay, so you
This-
want to
have
get to
buy
where
it
at least
back.
you're in the positive.
You want to buy it back at less than what you sold it for, right?
Sure, absolutely.
But again,
Mhm.
if I'm going to delete this, if on your first page, this actually says P&L percent, 80%, it'll be more than, So, and that's all you do. Just close it out and you're done. And you keep
Nice.
whatever the premium is that, you'll get. So let's say I collected $100 in premium and I close it at 80%, they just take $20 of the premium back and I just keep the 80.
Very nice. So
Very simple.
forgive me, and I'm sorry if somebody else has questions, please make me be quiet. So if, say I wanted to play with this on Thinkorswim, I haven't done any trading for months, so forgive me for going way backwards, but where would we even set our alerts for this? Because you want to get out at 80%. How do
We
we
don't
know where
even
to
set
send
an
them?
alert. I just come in every morning and see what this is at. This P and L
Just
percent.
keep checking it.
It's not
Okay,
something on the chart, yeah.
nice. That's good because you don't have to watch it that diligently then.
Yeah. And
Nice.
again, as long as you are lower than what the strike price is, you're in good shape, right? Because you're just waiting for it to expire.
And I think if you go to help in TOS and ask about being alerted, I think there's a place that will tell you how to do it so that when
Right.
it reaches 80% or whatever, it will send you an email
Cool.
from TOS.
I've never
So
seen that, but that's cool.
Very nice. That's awesome. Audrey, thank you so much for taking the time to share all this, and Sherry for your input as well.
It wasn't much
So
help,
this-
but like I say, I just got it down. I love that. I love that. Thank you.
So this may help Pam as well, because I haven't traded in quite a while and I finally refigured out how to get into my Thinkorswim. But it's like way different than what it used to be, the way we set it up with the charts and stuff from Jeff and things. I don't know. Did you guys have to go through that and then reset stuff with Thinkorswim or not, Audrey or
I
Cherry?
have in the past, because sometimes my Thinkorswim just wonks out. But you still have access to your KOT classes.
Yeah.
And in your KOT classes, that's where you go and copy and paste, and put it in there, and it brings back all of those different, because I've got layouts in Thinkorswim for day trading. I have layouts for when we learn credit spreads in KOT1. I have layouts for debit spreads, which had more to do with 8 and 21 days. So I have a bunch of those. I don't have all of them in my live trading. I
Okay.
just kind of use what I have, but yeah, you kind of have to go back to the KOT training. And I believe, hold on one second. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this easily. I think in the KOT training, it's as easy to go as going to resources. I don't think you have to, let me see here. Hold on one second. I'm in a different.
While you look that up, there is a slight difference between the percentages in bar chart and in TOS.
Mhm.
And I still haven't figured out why that is, but bar chart will give you a higher percentage on a stock, like the 80%, where when you go to TOS, it's showing like 73 or something. I don't know what the difference is or why, but going by Rami's teaching, if you're using bar charts, you still take, choose the 80% in bar chart and place it in TOS, but the numbers are not going to match. So like I say, that's beyond my comprehension, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, and for some reason I can't, not surprisingly, I can't get into I can't get into my 100X. It shows that I don't have access, those type of things. But I think Eugene, if you go back and you go to KOT1, and then
Okay.
there's a thing that says resources or start here, one of those, it gives you that. Remember that like Excel document that you just click on the link? It'll
Yeah.
show you there.
Okay.
That'll be the link that you copy and paste into your Thinkorswim to get the graphs to come back up.
Okay. Because I was bummed that I'd have to go through all of that again and just
I
to
know.
see the charts and
I
trying to
had
refigure out.
to, and it was very frustrating, and that's why I know
Seemed
how
like
to.
I lost my watch list from the last watch list that I had from Jeff, but so that made me frustrating to reset.
And those
I
should all
actually
be in there.
think,
Pardon?
I actually think I created a list for me of the different charts. I copied and pasted them. If I could find that today, Eugene, I'll send it over to you.
Okay, thank
Were,
you.
were you in KOT 1 and 2 or just 1?
Just one.
Okay, then yeah, then it's gonna be different. Did you do Jeff's SPX class?
I looked at some of that, but just because of dealing with my heart and stuff, not much. But
Yeah, I
Speaking
was
of
just
which,
gonna be
how are
curious
you
to see
doing?
what your feedback was. I'm sorry, Sherry?
I was asking you, Dean, speaking of which, how is he doing?
I seem to be doing all right. I haven't had any more incidents with my heart, thankfully. So hopefully
That's a
that'll
blessing.
continue.
That's a blessing.
So,
Okay. Glad to hear that.
yep. But you can still pray. I still got a couple of other health issues that I need to get cleared up and along with that. So,
Definitely,
You
Yeah.
do that. No
absolutely.
problem.
Well, it's great to see you guys. I miss seeing everybody's face
Mhm.
constantly.
Yep.
I sure appreciate you, Audrey.
Thank you. I
thanks,
mean, like
Lynn.
I said, I'm not trying to sell anyone on anything. I've just found something that makes sense to me. And when I saw it and I see how frustrated some of the people who are doing NRTFs are, I just want to say, no, 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 try this because it's so much easier, but they've already invested so much. I think it's hard to pull away from something you put too much money, so much money into. But it just like everyone I see, I'm like, is this just a total crapshoot? Because no one seems to like know what is going on. So, and maybe it's just me. I don't know what's going on. So,
Are you
So
still in
it's just been
contact with Jody?
not really, no. She's in that group text, all the people that,
I
oh,
just
what's the
wondered if
level
she's
today?
really succeeding or not, or
Well, I
just
mean, I
maybe
think
still
that
sharing her wins but not her losses.
I think we hear a lot of wins, because you'd hear a lot of wins and on the to predictable prosperity, the school platform that Jeff has, you hear all these wins, but then I heard, at one point in time, and Dodie actually admitted on one of the calls, that she lost like $80,000 in one day. Like she lost pretty much
Ooh,
almost everything.
holy cow.
And she was trading for friends and she lost all their money. And that was really bad,
Oh,
and
man.
and I think she's come back from that. She's come back because she does really, really well. But I don't want to crap shoot like that where I can have a day
Yeah,
and I lose. I don't even want to lose the 2000. I lost
yeah,
2000, and I'm like, I don't want, oh, there's my Sherry again. I didn't want that. And that to me is why, like, I don't understand those strategies well enough. And these people, when they do well, they do great, and if you're looking for that, I want to make $1,000 a week. But a lot of these people, like they do it, and then the next day you hear they lost 1,200.
yeah.
And I'm like, that's not a strategy I feel is the wheel. The purpose of the wheel is consistent income. That
Yeah.
is the purpose of it, consistent income. It's not $10,000 a week. I mean, granted, if you could put $1 million in that thing and keep trading the $1,000,000, then yeah, you can make, whatever. That's not the point of it, right? The point is steady income. So the more you grow it and the more more capital you have to trade, the more you're going to make, and again, if I make 10 to 30% on that account in a year, that's more than my trade or my, financial advisor's making for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out there and win $2,000 in one day and lose 3,000 the next week. That's
Yeah.
just not my type of trading. And I
Yep.
feel that that's a lot of what's going on.
And just a reminder, Corey had sent earlier a text says he couldn't make it today,
I
but he
saw
is
that.
curious about. Okay.
Yeah,
just wanted to make
I'll
sure.
reach out to him.
Did you
Touch
guys
base.
see the email from Pedro an hour ago?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
What
think
was
it's an introduction to the program.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah,
Really? What is he
it's for
offering? That
all the KOT alumni. I just noticed it trying to log back in. My phone died.
No, I could get on Kingdom Seekers today. It said offline, so I
Oh,
didn't
no,
know
it's not
what they
on
were doing.
Tuesdays.
I
I'm like,
didn't get it,
that
but
would be why.
Was it an email or a text?
It is an email, and it says for KOT alumni. So if you're probably already in the program, it's probably not for
you
you.
didn't get it.
Gotcha.
What does it say, Cher?
It says on Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, I'm doing a private pre-launch reveal exclusively for KOT alumni.
Okay.
I will show you exactly what we've been building, how it solves every single one of those problems, which he described before. I don't know.
Okay.
He was being very vague.
He always is. He wants you to join the call. so that he can steal an hour and a half of your time.
Pretty much.
I didn't get the-
Hour and a half, more like 2.
I
3.
know. I was being
Yeah.
gracious. I was being gracious. We'll be on a call with Rami and he's like, oh, Pedro wants to jump in. I'm like, oh, crap. I don't have time for that, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, it depends on what they offer it at. I cannot invest a crazy amount of money again. I've had an astronomical amount of unexpected expenses this last 6 months, and I'm one who has not, made back the money I invested in the KOTs either. And
Yeah.
so it would depend on what they offered, sadly.
Did you get the email, Pam?
I did
we'll
get
see
the
'em.
emails.
I did. I just checked. I got
good.
the email. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we'll get on and see what he says.
Yeah.
Let us know. I'm really, really curious.
Right.
I think I will sign up
Really?
to check it out.
What's that?
I think I will sign up just to check it out and see what they're
Yeah, I
offering.
looked at it. It doesn't look like you have to sign up. It just looks like there's a message to put it on your calendar.
You're right.
Did I miss? Did I
Oh,
miss?
they'll probably just send you the link before the call.
Right.
Yeah, looks like it.
Cool, cool.
Well, it'll probably be, the private link to join the call is included in the calendar invite once you add it.
Right.
Okay.
So they want to make sure